coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. Hands getting faster. Almost fight night. Fight night tomorrow. Hands getting faster. Yeah. Big love. Big love, man, to everybody who been tapping in, everybody who been supporting. It's very important. We growing slowly but surely. Don't look like I'm gonna make this 100K for my birthday, man. So y'all gonna have to find some other gifts, cause that ain't gonna work. It don't look like it unless I get this big surge, man. So anyway, though, everybody who do support, man, everybody who already locked in, everybody who already subscribed, comments, like videos, man, big love means a lot, means a lot to the channel, means a lot to me. So I appreciate the support, man. Everybody who been tapping in that morning mud, man, we growing. Instagram is growing. That raised a question to me too, man. How we got 80-some thousand subscribers over here in YouTube and only 17,000 in IG? If y'all rocking with me, rock with me, man. Come over there to IG, man. Even if you come in the morning mud in YouTube, man, you know, you can still, you know, subscribe over there, man, and you know, tell a friend too, man, because I don't know, you know, sometimes it might be on one, sometimes it might be on the other, but yeah, come mess with me in IG as well, man, you know. Big love to everybody who's been supporting the Twitch. You know, I'm trying to be more consistent with the Twitch as well. So big love to everybody who support the Twitch, man, and we be cutting up over there too. Just having fun, man. It's all about positive energy. It's all about you know, feeding the positive and starving the negative, man. So if you with that, man, come over there and rock with me, man. I told you I'm gonna start you know, dedicating these videos to people, man, who spark you know, the memory in my head or something to talk about. So this video right here is dedicated to my brother. My brother, man, one of the best dudes I've met since I've been out here, you know, and I really look at him as a brother. I really look at him as family, man. And we just, you know, hit it off the bat, man. And we just been cool, our vibe. You know, we vibe, man. We got a lot of the same interests, man. And I want to dedicate this video, man, to my brother, man, Chris Turner. Big love, champ. You know what it is, man. We brothers, we locked in for life, man. Yeah, but I was talking to him the other day, and we was just talking in casual conversation, and he brought up, you know, the subject about being on the yard in prison. So it just organically came out to me when I was answering this question, and I thought about it, man, and it's true, man. You know, I think a prison yard is definitely, without a doubt, one of the most dangerous places to be on this planet. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. A prison yard is probably one of the most dangerous places to be on this planet, man. You can liken it to, like, you know, these cities that we see this be going crazy with all the, you know, the gunplay and all the violence and stuff. It's like that, but it's just condensed. It's just smaller. You know what I'm saying? It's just smaller. So you got to think in your mind, man, when you go out on a prison yard, it's smaller without the guns. So when you go out on a prison yard, you got to think now. You could be locked out there on that yard in a barbed wire caged in fence, locked doors, you know, locked gates. You can't get out unless they come let you out. And you out there, you know, by yourself with killers, cold-blooded murderers, serial killers, kidnappers, child molesters, you know, predators. I mean, you name it, man. They out, you know, rapists, everybody, you know, strong armed robbers, manslaughters, dudes who beat people to death with their hands. You got all races. You got all sizes. You got everything And the only thing they have in common is they all is, you know, miserable and going through it and frustrated and disappointed. So any of that type of rage can come out at any time in prison, and it can come out on you. So you locked out here in a cage where is no immediate help but yourself. You understand me? It ain't no guns, so can't nobody like shoot you from afar. Anything that anybody want to do to you, it's gonna have to be up close and personal. So, you know, you got cliques out there on the yard, you got gangs out there on the yard, you got, you know, partners out there on the yard that you may have to, you know, get into beef with one or two people. You may have to get into beef with 10, 15 people, 30, 40 people. You may get stomped out at any time. You may get hit up with the Bethlehem at any time. You may get your throat sliced, you know, with a razor. You may get your face slashed with a razor. And you on your own. You know what I'm saying? You on your own. You out there by yourself on your own, man. And I've seen so many things happen out there on that yard, man, where dudes ain't make it back in. I seen things happen over there on the yard where dudes eventually made it back in by way of medevac. You know, getting helicoptered off the yard, going to the hospital, and eventually, you know, whatever it is that they got to do to them, and they ended up healing. I ended up seeing them somewhere else years later on another yard. Never the same. Never the same. You know what I'm saying? It's a dangerous place, man. It's got to be one of the most dangerous places on earth because, like I said, the small proximity that you in with all the different multi-cultures, you know, different backgrounds out there, man, with nothing out there but hate and misery, you know, and disappointment. So it's a dangerous place, man. It's a lot of dudes, like I was telling him, it's a lot of dudes that don't go on the yard in prison. They go out there one time, they get the experience, they never go out there again. And I mean never. I know dudes that doing years and decades, they ain't going out on that yard. You know what I'm saying? They not going out there. They bird bath. They take showers in their cell. They wait till their cell partner, you know, leave, and they'll bird bath in their cell. They stay in their cell. They won't go out on the yard. They'll get their recreation in the pod and go in their cell and bird bath. You know, when everybody else go out direct, they'll come out in the pod and work out, and then they'll go in there, say in their bird bath. Some of them don't want to get in the shower as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, man. It's different in there, man. Once you go out there and you see that and you realize you by yourself. You know, even on the street, the different dynamics is if you on the street, if you go, you know what I'm saying, in a neighborhood or somewhere that you don't supposed to be, you know not to go there no more. You know, but if something, you know, happened to you or whatever, or you know, you grab a phone and call for backup, call some help, you know, come back with reinforcements, whatever the case may be. That's not the case in prison. You on your own, you are the backup. You are the backup. You know, if you in that Bethlehem, that's the backup. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that dudes might want fresh air, they might just want to go out there, walk around, look at the sky, look outside of the fence, look at the trees, imagine beyond, you know, the fence of what's out there waiting for you if you could get out there. Dudes don't even do that because they feel it's too dangerous out there. It's too dangerous. And every time somebody get crushed out there, somebody get killed out there, somebody get hurt out there, the next time that yard opens up is probably 30% less people out there. Because that brings the reality to dude's head that it can happen outside. You know what I'm saying? It can happen out there and dudes don't want to go out there. You know what I'm saying? When I first went out on the prison yard, I was overwhelmed. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I told y'all that before. When I first went out on the prison yard, everyone, even when probably the first couple of years, the first couple of transfers I got, when I first went out on the yard, every yard was different. Every yard was different and every yard was overwhelming because there's different things going on the yard when you first go out there. I mean, when I first went out on the yard in Southampton in receiving, man, it was wild, man. You in there with a bunch of young dudes first going to prison. They just losing their freedom. They wilding out there, man. They fighting, you know, stomping dudes out over basketball games, over who got the weights. Dudes getting hit with weights, getting hit with baseball bats. I mean, it was wild, man. It was really wild. And when I leave receiving and I go to the wall and I go out on the yard is that much bigger, that much more dangerous. Less things was going on because they was already being watched. So it won't no whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, things that end up going on other yards that I got on. But it was always, you could feel the thickness in the air, man, that it was dangerous out here. You could look at the dudes walking around just don't talk to nobody. You got dudes walking around talking to themselves. You got dudes walking around with the junk hanging out their pants. The Bethlehem is plain in view. You know what I'm saying? You got jokers walking around out there with shoulders like Goldberg, arms big as your eyes, and you out here. You know what I'm saying? By yourself. You on your own. You know what I'm saying? You out here. So it's just a crazy, crazy dynamic, man. To be out there on that yard, man, it's just different. You know what I'm saying? And then when I got to Augusta, that's when it seemed like it was just even, you know, crazy as it sounded, it just seemed like it was even more wilder, because when I got to Augusta and went out on the yard, it was like, man, what in the world? They had everything going on. I'm saying, you got dudes out there gambling, drinking, playing horseshoes, playing volleyball, playing basketball, jogging, lifting weights, and dudes get you know, fighting, and you know, dudes out there beefing and arguing, and you know what I'm saying, you just can feel the tension. Like, man, it's like you walking into a whole nother world, man. You just one person, you one little person, and you walk out here and you see all of this, all these different dynamics, all these different things going on. Everybody moving, and you know, it's like being in New York out on the you know, walking out on the streets and stuff. Everybody moving in different directions. It's seeming like everybody know what's going on, but you. You know what I'm saying? You the only one don't know what's going on. Everybody seems to be moving with a purpose, you know. And you learn to start looking at faces. You learn to start reading body language. You learn start watching hands and pockets, and who is summertime. Who out there? Who got on a big coat? Why you got on a big coat? It's 100 degrees. You learn these things. You know what I'm saying? You learn the pace at the way somebody walking. They could be walking fast because they get ready to pull a move. They get ready to do something. They get ready to, you know, put their Bethlehem in somebody, or they ducking somebody, or they running. You learn that the dudes is standing up there close to the fence, man. They scared, they nervous. They want to be close to get out in case something break out on the yard and the officers come running to open the gates. When they open the gates and come in, dudes is running out. Dudes is like, I'm getting up off of here. So you got to learn all of this stuff on the fly, man. And man, when I think back to it, just like talking to him, maybe it's overwhelming, man. It really is overwhelming. And it takes some getting used to. You know what I'm saying? It takes some getting used to, man. And some dudes cannot adjust to that. They can't get used to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you used to a certain extent, when you're on the street, you're used to being able to control your environment. You know what I'm saying? And if you couldn't control your environment, or what environment you put yourself in, you remove yourself. You did. You go to a club, you go to a party, you go to a cookout, you go to an event, and things look crazy and they get out of hand, you leave. You get out of there. You exit stage left as soon as possible. You can't do that on a prison yard, man. You stuck. You locked in. Ain't no out. You got to deal with whatever's coming. You know what I'm saying? Confrontation could be coming to somebody else and you in the vicinity, but you nervous because you don't know what's going on. And if confrontation coming to you, you got to deal with it. It ain't no I'm leaving, I'm getting off the yard. Nah, you can't get off the yard. You know, what if he pressing you, and you have to be able to defend yourself. You have to be willing to defend yourself. You have to be willing, sad as it sounds, but truth as it is, you have to be willing to take a life in order for your life not to be taken. That's just the way it is. And a lot of dudes ain't cut out to do that. A lot of dudes can't muster up the courage to do that because of the fear of if it don't turn out their way. You know what I'm saying? What if it turned out the other way? Somebody, because just like you thinking like that, the other person is thinking like that as well. He feel like he might got to take your life to stop you from taking his. So it's all deadly situations out there. All deadly situations out there with no help, with no escape, with nowhere to run to. What you gonna do? Run around the yard? I've seen dudes that didn't work. Getting chased with the bat, getting chased with the weights, getting chased with the horseshoes, getting chased with the Bethlehem. It ain't gonna work. You ain't got nowhere to go. Dude will trap you off. He'll get somebody else to block your path from running. You know, and you'll just have to go to war, man. You know what I'm saying? So there's not too many places that I could think about on the street like that where you just locked in and you just gotta go to war just because you can't get away, just because you can't walk away. You know what I'm saying? Just because it ain't no exit plan. You know what I'm saying? Normally in real life is an exit plan, man. Ain't no exit plan off of that yard, man. It's either war, you walk out, or be carried out. Yeah, it's just that simple, man. You walk out or you be carried out. You know, but you're going to have to be willing to put some work in, man. When you go out there, you need to know that. When you go out there on that yard, you need to know, man, this is dangerous out here. It's dangerous out here. Everything you ever heard in the news, everything you ever seen on TV, everything you ever seen in trials on TV, or what somebody locked up for these charges, or somebody did this, or you heard crazy stuff on CNN or something. All of these people is in prison. All these people is in prison. All these people is on the yard with you. Yeah. All these type of people is on the yard with you. When you heard somebody, oh man, he shot up the whole neighborhood, and yeah, or he killed 4 people, and then he went on a high-speed chase, and then he had a shootout with the police. That joker in prison. That joker on the yard. Yeah, that joker is on the yard. They remove people like that from society and put them in prison, and those type of people, it be the people you be around on the yard, in a pod. On the compound with. Yeah, so it's wild, man. It's a dangerous situation, man, when you go out there on that yacht. And then when they started doing night rec, man, when they started doing night rec, it's like the same amount of danger, man, you know, tenfold. Tenfold. Because now the visibility is low. Now you can conceal things and you can hide things and you can move around and not be seen as well. You know what I'm saying? The yard ain't even lit up the way it should be. The yard should be lit up, and when you're going out there at nighttime, the yard should be lit up like a Christmas tree. But it's not. You can walk in dead dark zones. You know what I'm saying? I used to always be thinking, man, Joker try to go over the fence, even though they got people in the tower. Like, Joker can go over the fence in this corner, they can't even see. They have to put the spotlight over there. You know, I done seen dudes get the rumbling on the yard. Dudes fight on the yard almost all the time, especially on night rec. And they ain't got to worry about getting caught because whoever up in the tower is up there probably on the phone, yakking it up, probably up there eating, probably up there, you know, sleep. And you out here on the yard fighting for your life with no help coming. No help coming. The police ain't on the yard at nighttime. You out there by yourself. They open them gates and car wreck, and they stand there at that gate and watch everybody go in, go in, go in. They pat down some of them. They let some of them go. Always the ones they let go is the ones that scrap like a Georgia ham. You know what I'm saying? So you know them things out there. You understand me? And then they lock the gate. And they say we got 2 hours or hour and a half or whatever it is, and you out there on your own. You understand? You on your own. And dudes is out there getting it in. Dudes is handling beefs out there. Then when they start doing that nighttime wreck too, if you had 200-300 people on the yard in the daytime, oh, you got about a ball 50, a ball 40 out there at nighttime, because everybody ain't coming out there at night because they already know what's going on out there. You know, it's drugs being sold, it's alcohol being drunk, it's gambling being done, it's beefs being settled, it's Bethlehems being slumped. Man, they done close their yard at nighttime, and then when they get everybody out, that's the only time they come on there. They come on there, they walk the whole perimeter, they check the yard, they make sure everybody's off the yard. They got dude laying over here in the corner. They got dudes sitting over here up against the wall, holding his head down, you know, in his lap, and he hold his head up, he bleeding. He got cuts on his face. His eye is protruding from his head. All types of stuff. You got dude over here on the patio, stomped out, unconscious. He probably been laying in there for 25 minutes. You understand? They do all of that on that yard at nighttime. Ain't no need to go out there if you're going to be snatching. Ain't no need to go out there if you ain't prepared to defend yourself. Ain't no need to go out there if you ain't scrapped, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? You rather take a chance if you so locked in on going outside at nighttime. You rather take a chance on trying to take the Bethlehem out there and get caught with it than going out there and just say, well, I'm just going out here and mind my business. Okay, somebody else might want to mind your business. And they might be strapped. So dudes won't going out there at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, if I ain't really had nothing to do out there, or I ain't just feel like, man, my day been so long, I want to get some of this night air, it won't no purpose for me to go out there. Because normally at nighttime, everybody go out there, they going out there to handle business. And the administration got to know that. They got to know that. What you want to be outside at nighttime in the penitentiary for? You can't go nowhere. You walking around in the gate. You done been out there in the daytime. You see all these jokers every day. You see them on the yard in the daytime. You see them in the pod in the daytime. What you want to walk outside at night for? Just be able to say you outside. Or you might just feel like me. You might want some night air. You might want to look at the stars. You might want to look at the moon. But why you doing that? You ain't looking at what's going on around you, you know. And you barely can see what's going on around you because visibility is low. So, man, them yards, man, them penitentiary yards is dangerous, man. They super dangerous, man, because everything going on out there, man. Everything. Dudes coming out there to sell drugs. Dudes coming out there to sell wine. But on the flip side, you got dudes coming out there with the Bethlehem trying to take your drugs. You got dudes coming out there with the Bethlehem trying to take your wine. You got dudes that say, yeah, man, what kind of, how many wines you got, how many bags you got, man, how many bottles? I got 6 bottles left. What they going for? Oh, $8 a piece. All right, let me get all 6 of them Jones. All right, where the money? I got the money around the corner, man. Dude got cigarettes and everything. Let me get the Jones. All right out here with you. And then you give it to him, and he might not come back. You walk around the corner looking for him. He ran the corner with 2 of his buddies. They drinking. What you gonna do? You gonna ask for it? If you ask for it, and they say they ain't got it, then what you prepared to do? What you prepared to do? You understand me? So, you know, it's crazy. Then you got dudes that sit there and they're just straight up say, I mean, you got 6. Man, give me all that stuff. Man, ain't nobody, man, give me that stuff. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Say nah? If you say nah, then you gotta be prepared to protect it, to not let them take it. Same thing with weed, dude, to get the weed from you or get the drugs from you and say, man, hold up, man, I get, and turn around and start walking away. You know what I'm saying? All that flim-flam is double out there at nighttime, man. Because dudes looking for that wreck. They looking for the, you know, it's been a long day in the penitentiary like all the rest of them. Now they out here and dudes got drugs and they ain't got no money and they want to get high and they smell weed in the air. They smell the liquor, the alcohol when they walking around. And dudes want some and they ain't got nothing to pay for it. So they coming out there willing to take it. Willing to take chances. Willing to take your life. All this going on the penitentiary yard. Probably all over the world. I know that's what was going on where I was at. You know, it wasn't nothing. I done bent the corner and seen 3-4 dudes stomping a dude out. Stomping him out. He barely even moving anymore. They still stomping him, kicking him. Then they just start walking on around the yard, smoking weed, laughing and joking. He laid over in the dirt in a pile of blood. And ain't nobody coming to help him. Ain't nobody coming to get him up off there till the yard clear. Ain't nobody. And ain't nobody going to the gate and say, hey, man, you got to do around there laying, man, because if you go do that, guess what's going to happen? They're going to shut the whole wreck down and everybody got to go in. So guess what? Now you got beef with everybody else because they don't care nothing about that joker laying over there in the dirt. They care about getting this wreck. Now you done shut the wreck down, so now you telling, you snitching. That might be your partner, but if you ain't going to do nothing about it, you don't supposed to tell the police about it. And that might be the thing to save his life, though. That's the crazy part. If you could get him some help in enough time, it might save his life. But that's not what you're supposed to do. Because it might not save your life. So, man, yeah, man. I don't know too many places, man. This it's probably some. I'm quite sure. I mean, you know, you go to war. You know, you're in the military or something. You in war zone and all that. But penitentiary is a war zone without the penitentiary yard. That's a war zone without the guns, without the rifles, without a whole team or army or navy or air force behind you. That's a war zone. That's a one-man war zone. Each individual, mano a mano, each man for himself, or mano against many. Mano against many, depending on how they coming. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that yard, yeah, different type of animal, man, a different type of beast. You know, it's a different type of danger on that yard, man. It's just a different type of danger, man. So you got to be aware of that, man. And a lot of dudes are aware of that. That's why they choose not to go out there, man. And, you know, you can look at it in a lot of different ways, man. You know, a lot of people just, you know, might say they scared. But, you know, are you scared to, you know, not volunteer to put yourself in danger? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, but, you know, it is what it is, man. But like I said, I've known dudes for years, man. You know, even decades. They don't go on the yard, you know. And I know dudes is in good shape. They work out. They work out in the block. You know, they do pull-ups on the shower bar, pull-ups on the side of the tiers, dips. They do everything, you know, in-house. But they ain't going out on that yard. They make their own weights in the cell with water bags and, you know, take old trash bags and fill them up with water and make water weights. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, they just choose not to go out there because they already know that they putting themselves in a predicament. They putting themselves in danger. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, you could be out there minding your own business, but something can come at you. And if it come at you, you have no choice but to handle it because you can't go anywhere. You can't run. You can't hide. You can't get off the yard till everybody get off the yard. You just can't. So it's a different type of danger, man, you know. But yeah, I just was thinking about that, man, talking to my brother, man. But it is crazy, man. It's crazy, man. You know, the things that, you know, like I say, it's so much different ways and different things that you're going to have to deal with when you're in prison, man. That's beyond just the normal stuff that everybody hear about, that everybody talk about. There's, you know, in the movies, it's just everyday life, everyday choices in there, everyday decisions in there, man, it could just be, you know, it could be, you know, the last choice you make. So you got to choose wisely, man. It could be the last choice you make. And like I say, everybody ain't going out there. But the crazy part about it is, everybody ain't coming back from out there if they go out there neither. A lot of times, you know, 120 said might go out, 124 might come back in. So, you know, it is what it is, man, you know, and far as, you know, me, I'm just glad it's over, you know, but I know dudes is dealing with this every day. These, you know, the situations they got to deal with. I know dudes that don't go out there for weeks and months at a time and then go out there, as soon as they go out there, they in some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? They in some foolishness. So, it's crazy, man, but, you know, night rec, day rec, you know, it's an ordeal. And the same thing with the gym. You go to the gym, you locked in. You go to the gym, you can't get out. Whatever goes down in that little small gym, you ain't getting out of there until they open them doors. So, you know, same thing apply, man. You know, you got to come strapped and come ready to do whatever it is that you got to do. You know, if you ain't willing to do that, stay on the inside, man. If you ain't willing to deal with none of this at all, stay out the penitentiary. Stay out the penitentiary because you're going to have to deal with it, you know. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back. You know, TBP Nation, man, I appreciate the love, man. Chris Turner, man, my brother. Appreciate the love. You know what it is. We locked in for life, my brother. You need me, I'm there. And I know it's vice versa. Man, y'all stay safe out there, man. Be smart, man. Make good decisions. Don't put yourself in a position where you end up in a place like this. And like I say, man, it's a blessing. And every lesson, the blessing is, I'm telling you what awaits you. I'm telling you what awaits you if you choose not to make good decisions out here on these streets, man. So this video may not be for everybody. It may not apply to everybody, but it apply to somebody that you know. I guarantee you that. So, you know, do me the favor, letting them hear it, let them listen to it. You know, turn them on to it. Because that one little message right there might change their whole outlook. Might change their whole trajectory, their path in life. And that's what we trying to do, man. We trying to duck the penitentiary at all costs. You know, so thank y'all for helping me with this movement. Thank y'all for helping me spread this message. Until next time, y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And boom, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man. They come from everywhere. But you don't want them to come from a prison yard. Boom!
The banking special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.